back to my channel. So yes, I am back with another CO video, right? I made y'all wait long enough. So as you can see by the title, this video I'm gonna give y'all some realistic advice for all the new COs, the rookies. Yes, y'all gonna have the hardest time when you first get into correction. Depending on what facility you work at, like it all depends on that. But the gist of stuff, you're gonna have a hard time if you don't follow these 5 tips I have for you, right? So I got my phone. This is my old iPhone, so don't come for me. Now I will say the lighting not too good in this video because it is 2 o'clock in the morning, child. Yes, it is 2:17 a.m. And I was like, let me make a video for y'all right quick because I've been chilling all day. So yeah. All right, so my first advice I can give to rookie COs is do not become complacent. It is so easy to become complacent, especially because that's on any job. You do the same thing pretty much every day, but not with corrections. Do not become complacent. Becoming complacent can cost you your job, it can cost you your livelihood, it can cost you your life. So do not become complacent. Treat every day like it's your first day at work. Stay alert, stay alive. Every CO know that saying. Stay alert, stay alive. Do not become complacent. That's a broad topic, but for the gist of it, y'all get what I'm saying. Treat every day like it's your first day. It don't matter how long you've been on that job. A lot of times we shortcut stuff because we did it for so long. No, because guess what? If something happened, they're gonna rewind those cameras back and see what you in compliance. And if you become complacent, then you probably shortcutting stuff, not properly handcuffing people, or whatever the case may be. Then what? That's you on the line. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of the times when situations happen with COs, they look at the COs. They don't look at the inmates. They look at you to see what you did wrong. So that comes with being a CO. My next advice is do not befriend an inmate. Inmates are never your friend. Y'all, I don't know why I'm looking so dark. The inmates are not your friend. They're gonna be nice to you because they want something out of you. Especially with females, I already told y'all. Men, the same thing. What's up, bro? Hey, bro, you know what I'm saying? Now, as soon as you tell them jokers no, or they feel like they obligated to something, they're gonna flip just like that. So the inmates are not your friends. Don't try to befriend no inmate. Don't go against no officer trying to please no inmate. Don't do that. Just do your job. So, you know, inmates flip like the light switch. So don't ever think an inmate is your friend or they gonna look out for you. It's a game to them. You know, a lot of the times they've been in and out the system their whole life. They know how this goes. They done seen many COs. So they know how to play games. So don't fall victim to that. Also, if you know an inmate personally, because sometimes, I mean, we can't help who we went to school with. You can't help who you know. And 9 times out of 10, you probably, if you working in a facility that you grew up in, like hometown wise, you probably gonna run into somebody that you know. And my advice on that is stand your ground. And what I mean by that is let them know, like, hey, because they gonna call you by your first name. And if you a CO, you don't want nobody calling you by your first name. It don't look good at all. So my advice on that is to keep your distance. If you're able to swap posts with somebody, then that's fine. But if you can't, just let them know, like, hey, this is my job. You know what I'm saying? Well, however you need to word it. But don't have no inmate calling you by your first name. A lot of the times, inmates think they superior to other inmates because they know an officer. No. This is my job. I run into inmates that people that I went to school with, and they call me by my first name. I let them know I'm officer blah, blah, blah. Like, don't call me by my first name. So I don't say it disrespectfully. I say it like, you know, hey, you know, this is my job, you know. And it's like, sometimes they'll get it, but if you're dealing with somebody that's ignorant, then, you know, you might just have to go to another post or, you know, do whatever you feel you need to do. So another advice I can give y'all is have tough skin. Inmates will be inmates, and I cannot say that enough. They're gonna try every trick in the book. They're gonna say anything in the book to get up under your skin, and the same for males. Male officers, y'all have it too. A lot of the times, a male inmate will try you just off the strength of you a man telling them what to do. And they don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you young, like you look young and they older than you. They're like, who is this telling me what I should and should be doing? A lot of them like that. So you're going to probably, you know, have a hard time with that as a rookie CO. But like I say, stand your ground. And I'm not saying go in there and be disrespectful to these people. This is where they live at. They got all day. Okay? This is where you work at. The last thing you want to do is piss off, I call them the head honcho or the pod, because it don't matter like what prison, jail, whatever you go to, in that pod, it's gonna always be a head honcho, like somebody that everybody gonna respect or bow down to in a sense. You know what I'm saying? So you piss off that head honcho or the pod, then everybody mad at you. So now you're gonna have a bad day. And the inmates, they know your schedule. They know, so they can give you a hard time if you give them a hard time, if you know what I'm saying. Like, sometimes they probably purposely flood the cell because they know this your post. You gotta go clean up this shit. You know what I'm saying? Or just do anything that's crazy, whatever. So, like I say, don't show no, like you intimidated in no way, shape, or form. The inmates gonna study your body language. So, if you the type of person that wear your emotions on your face, you might want to get that in control before you become a CO, because you showing like you scared on your face, they gonna try you. They gonna try you, they gonna loud talk you, they gonna make a scene, they gonna do the most. The same with female inmates, they do the same thing. It's gonna be a female head honcho in that pod, everybody gonna bow down to and run up and kiss their ass. And then if that inmate say, this officer, I don't like this out, you gonna have inmates in that pod that's gonna be giving you a hard time because they trying to kiss that person's ass. It works both ways. I work with both. If the same thing happen. What we call them, jailhouse lawyers. Another thing of advice I would give rookie COs is do not be a bully. It's kind of piggybacking off of what I just said. Don't be a bully. Do not make unnecessary enemies with these inmates. Shockingly, you probably gonna need one of these inmates one day. Believe it or not. Okay? So, a lot of the times, inmates will put you on game by certain stuff. I know inmates have put me on game with certain stuff. You don't want to make unnecessary enemies. That badge don't really mean nothing. You know, a lot of people let that badge get to their head and they think they so superior, they think they goddamn Superman or Superwoman. No. And depending on what facility you at, the inmate probably don't have nothing to lose, so you might want to be careful. Do not go in there. I understand you want to put your foot down and you want to let them know, hey, this is how it's gonna go. Don't go in there trying to be no hero. Don't go in there trying to boss these folks around and be disrespectful with it. Don't do that, because I'm telling you, you're gonna have a bad day. Do not disrespect these inmates for no reason. If they respecting you, you need to respect them. That's just simple. They're humans at the end of the day. This lighting is horrible. But anyways, they're humans at the end of the day. Do not just go in there and disrespect them inmates for no reason, because you're going to have a bad day. Also, I'm going to add this in right quick. Don't hold no grudges as a CO. You will have inmates that be on 10 one day, cuss you out. I'm talking about from A to Z. The next day, 8 officers so I apologize about that. Let it go. Don't hold no grudges with the inmates. Okay? Let it go. I've been cussed out plenty of times, and they all came back and was like, oh, I was having a bad day. I apologize. I let it go. Don't hold no grudges with the inmates. They inmates. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to CO, like I said, you gotta have tough skin. You gotta be able to just brush a lot of stuff off and just keep it moving. My last advice is to know your coworkers. Know who you're working with, know their work ethic, and know what type of personality they have. Prime example, while you in training, go ahead and get familiar with everybody and how they work. Pay attention to all of that, because this is why you're gonna need it. You're gonna eventually come out of training, right? You're gonna eventually have a whole pod to yourself. It's gonna always be an inmate that's just gonna be stupid. You know, inmates do that, whatever. That's what they do. They don't have nothing else to do. So, before you thinking about doing whatever you want to do to that inmate, think about who was in roll call. Play that back in your head, who all was in roll call. Then go from there. If it's like, you might want to just stand down, you'll get that inmate back another time. Just don't even worry about it. Whatever. Some officers, you know what I'm saying? When you become a CO, you know what I'm talking about. Just stand down for that. They don't even worry about it, because Now, and also know your coworkers, because Some co-workers will rally up inmates. They'll go back there and piss them inmates off and have them inmates on a honey. And you running back there and trying to help them out. Before you know it, you end up getting hurt or something end up happening to you. You got to write a statement or whatever the case may be. Know your co-workers. Know who full of shit and who gonna go back there starting shit with them inmates. And know who actually do their job and get on, going about their business. So, if you have one of them inmates that's a shit starter, proceed with caution. When it's time to go in there, make sure they're in front of you, because a lot of the times, these officers, they'll rally up these inmates because they know I'm gonna call and everybody gonna come running for me. Some officers get you hurt like that. Some officers, they get off on irritating inmates. They get off on provoking them and messing with them and irritating them. People just like that. You know what I'm saying? Some officers do that. I'm not saying all officers do that. Hell no, because I wouldn't never want just picking on inmates for what. But you have some officers, you know, they feel important in their uniform, so they go back there and rally up them inmates and pick with them for no reason. Then they calling you to help say their ass. No. So that's why I say know your coworkers. So, speaking of trouble, also keep in mind, inmates have more rights than you do. Don't ever think because you're an officer, you're going to be held to a different level than an inmate. You're not. Inmates have more rights than you do. So, I'm gonna give y'all a little story time. Not no story time, I'm just going to tell y'all something that I know. When I was in corrections, I had a sergeant. The sergeant, he used to always tell this story. And when he first told me this story, I knew then I wasn't going to be here long, because I just can't have nobody playing with me like that. So basically, an inmate lied on him and said he was bringing drugs into jail. So they called this officer, this sergeant, from home. And he had to go through all this stuff dealing with this inmate. I'm talking about desk duty and all that. And as an officer, desk duty kind of like a humiliation tactic. That's what I look at it as, a humiliation tactic, when they take your uniform and put you on the desk. That ain't cool. Anyways, so lo and behold, the inmate was back there laughing and, bragging about it to other inmates. Another inmate sent the kite and said the dude was back here laughing, bragging about getting the officer in trouble. That's the only reason why that supervisor didn't lose his job. When I heard that story, I knew then this ride was going to be short for me. Let me tell you something. That ain't cool. That ain't cool at all. And inmates, they can go down there, they can go wherever they go and lie on you, and you in trouble. You automatically investigated. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't respect that. Playing with somebody's livelihood. That supervisor, a husband, a father, you're going to take this man's job from him just because you don't like him as a person, but you done told a bold-faced lie that could have probably got him in jail, in prison. And you think it's funny? That shit ain't funny to me. I don't respect that at all. Like, that shit is not funny to me. When you a CO, be prepared. I know plenty of COs that's been sued. I got a homeboy that worked for DOC. He told me an inmate tried to sue him because he didn't give him a tray. Everybody in corrections know trays are counted. You check wristbands. You're supposed to do roll call. That goes what I say, y'all. Do not be complacent. I don't know the full story, but when you feeding, you supposed to do roll call while you feeding. I think that's at every facility. Don't skip that, because you may have this situation. I got a homeboy that worked for DOC. He told me an inmate tried to sue him, literally sue him and his supervisor, saying they didn't feed him that day. So I'm saying, now had you came complacent and not did roll call and not had no paperwork behind you, then how you gonna prove you fed the inmate? You know what I'm saying? And, unless your camera's up to par, depending on what facility you at, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, see what I'm saying? But like I said in my last video with COs, y'all want to be a CO, I wish y'all the best. It is a field that's very challenging. It's a very challenging field, but you can do it. If you want to do it, you can do it. So if y'all want to see more video, first of all, if y'all want to see, hear story times about, being me when I was a CO, y'all gonna have to get me to 1,000 subscribers, period. 1,000 subscribers, period. Like this video and subscribe to my channel right now if y'all want more CO videos. But that's the advice I can give rookies, like realistic wise. The stuff that you're gonna be enduring when you first hit that floor, when that gate first closed, this is realistic advice. Don't befriend these inmates. They not your friend. They don't give a damn about you. Especially these females. The men gonna be, oh, he's so pretty, you so cute. Good, you probably ugly as hell to him, but he just wants something from you. Do not fall for that shit. The same with males. Man, bro, this, hey, man, bullshit. He don't care nothing about you. He'll fold on you just like that. Come on now. Get it serious. Know your coworkers. Don't go in no fight swinging harder than your coworker, because that coworker probably bullshitting and lying. And sometimes the inmates don't be lying. They be telling you the truth. That's what I said again. Don't make unnecessary enemies. You'll be surprised how many inmates put you on game about your own coworkers. And those are facts. What else? I think I said everything. I ain't ruffled too many fellas in this video, so I just kept it cute, you know. So anyway, like I said, if y'all want a story time, y'all gonna have to get me to 1,000 subscribers. I'm just shaking my phone right quick to see if I told y'all everything. I think I did. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think I told y'all everything. So thank you so much if you have made it to the end of this video. Like I said, if you want more C.O videos, thumbs up this video. And y'all don't have to get me to 1,000 subscribers. So subscribe to my channel right now. Right now. So, y'all.